Hi everyone, I'm Liz Dover, head of school at the Greenmount School. Many of you were part of the equity audit last year, and I'm here today to share findings from this work with you. The audit began in February of 22 and concluded in June of that same year. The audit provided an analysis of qualitative data with focus groups and interviews, and quantitative data, including a survey and other documents relevant to this effort. This is certainly not meant to be exhaustive or definitive, but to function as an internal supporting document for the ongoing work of our school. In the report's introduction, Dr. Wise and her team stated, "The entire community is to be commended on the effort it took to continue with this process. It speaks to the commitment of the entire school to this work. We understand that for some, the recommendations described in this document have the potential to be challenging, but the purpose of the audit is to highlight areas needing attention and encourage a deeper evaluation, confronting the way the school is experienced by everyone with honesty. Openness to change is part of the foundation of change. Embracing change that welcomes and supports all, and letting go of the things that alienate others can ultimately help Greenmount fulfill its mission of providing a creative education for grades K through 8, emphasizing multicultural, cooperative, and experiential learning supported by strong family participation." Dr. Wise and her team asked Greenmount community two key questions. How does the Greenmount community view issues of diversity, equity, and inclusion? And secondly, what is the community's lived experience around DEI? The findings were organized in strengths, opportunities for growth, and challenges and impediments. Among the strengths that were found were a welcoming and tolerant, tailored academic approach and support for students with differences, strong student-teacher relationships, respect for the individual, providing safe spaces, and our family co-op. Some opportunities for growth included teacher-student diversity, minority spotlight effect, microaggressions, creating a curriculum that does not have bias, and also our parent co-op. And finally, challenges and impediments were identified were truly the long history of racism and self-segregation here in Baltimore. The consultants made several recommendations, and the Diversity and Equity Group is now working to develop a strategic plan that will lay out an infrastructure for growth and capacity building. However, it's important to note that this work is already happening in so many of these areas, and I'm thrilled to share some of this with you now. Diversity, equity, inclusion, and belonging. We are shifting our group to include belonging in recognition of the developmental ages and stages of our K-8 school community, and also to be truly in alignment with our mission and philosophy. With a strong sense of belonging, social justice happens. The DEIB group has submitted a draft diversity statement as well. The review process for this statement is intentional, with the very first input from our students. Staff and families will then have an opportunity to comment after our students have. Ms. Tanza, in her role as diversity coordinator, has been working with staff to facilitate dialogue and provide comprehensive professional development. This will lead to a curriculum review process, as well as processes to review policies and procedures at the administrative level. We've also already implemented a centralized process for reporting incidents of bias, and it's been revised already to fit the needs of our K-8 school. This is only a very small representation of the work that's happening now and the work that will be ongoing. Please keep an eye out on our newsletter and on Helper Helper for opportunities to participate and even be a leader in this work. Thank you all for everything you're doing to support the Greenmount School community. My cup overflows with gratitude, and really, there is no greater thrill than to be part of the joy that is Greenmount.